All right, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tonya. And this is Cody.
That's Cody. He decided to join us. He's a little couch kitty usually. But anyways, I had a really great week. I followed it up with some bad habits, but, Anyways, last week I was 290.2, and I weighed in at the end of the week at 284.6, dropping me 5.6 pounds, bringing my total loss since January to a 102.4 pounds.
Excellent. Excellent.
What about you?
Last week I weighed in at 133.8 pounds.
Yeah.
Currently 132.2 pounds. So that makes my weight loss for this week at minus 1.6 pounds.
Yeah.
And total weight loss since January, 33.6 pounds.
33, yeah. She's getting closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to insert some pictures and show you what I did on Friday. Yeah. We had discussed, what are we going to do about my Friday donut situation? Well, they didn't bring donuts this Friday, so didn't have to worry about that. But they did bring something different. They brought little breakfast pastries, all individually wrapped in a big old box of 30. I'll show a picture of what it looked like. But, my little hoarding tendency is like, oh, let me grab one. I'll grab two. And then I'm like, oh, I'm just going to put these in my pocket here. And then, maybe just another one. Oh, I want this flavor, because there's 5 different flavors. And I'm like, well, I want that one too. And I grab another one. And then there's still a few more there. I grab some, There's only like 10, 11 people there in the morning, So, there's plenty for everyone. But I'm sitting right next to them. And I told her, I'm like a little hoarding squirrel. Like, mine, and so it's like, when all is said and done, I'll show a picture. I had 6 pastries, 7 Butterfinger candies, 4 Crunch, 1 Taffy, and 2 Baby Ruth. And you know what? I ate them all, except for 2 of the pastries, which we might split those soon. But yeah, it's just,
In how many hours did you eat all of that?
Well, just like 2 in the morning and then 2 later in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And then the candy, throughout the whole day on the weekend, just watching TV, just one little candy here, one there, you just sit and just mindlessly like, oh, they're just little Halloween candies, they're hecka small, but a lot of calories, so I normally don't get into the candy, but I don't know what it is with this free stuff. I have a hard time. I don't want to say no, it's like, oh, there it is. It's free. Yay. How about you?
Well, but first of all, I just have to say, I thought it was so funny because he came home and I was like, you need to decide how many donuts you're going to have.
Yeah.
And then the new rule is decide how many you're going to have. That's fine. And don't bring any home.
Yeah, don't bring
any home. I said, it's not your responsibility if there's some left over. Don't, it's not your responsibility. Don't bring any home. So.
But I actually did good in the sense where I didn't eat any Friday at all. So it didn't throw off my Saturday weigh-in, which is why I lost 5.6 pounds. But of course, now on the other side of weigh-in, I ate it all, so it goes back up,
But what was so funny is I said,
she could sense the look.
I was like, so how many donuts did you eat?
None.
And none. And kind of like, he had a look that I know, and I'm like, how many did you bring home? Just, he wasn't really saying any. There was a certain look like I knew he brought stuff home. And then he showed me, or he's like, well, no, he told me first. He's like, they had these Danishes, he was calling them or something. He's like, I put some in my hat, for a little while. And then well, I put some
She
in my
didn't know that they were
backpack,
individually wrapped, so she thought I was
I'm
just jamming
like,
them in there.
I'm like, what the heck? Like, did you at least get a paper towel or, you know, they were individually wrapped pastries.
Yeah.
You know, they were
I'll
plastic
show you
wrapped.
the picture.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, and then when he showed me all he brought home, I was like,
Oh,
wow.
my
But then
goodness.
I know. I was like, oh my goodness. But then I was like, well, I'm proud of you. You didn't eat any. I go,
Yeah.
do you feel good? Do you feel like satisfied, like you got all this? But
yeah.
you know, because that's what I do. Like, I'll buy stuff and
I feel really good.
I feel
Look
good.
at all what I got.
I feel good, but I mean, I want to eat it, but I've learned not to eat it at the moment.
Yeah.
But
I was proud about that, you know.
But then he did eat it. But
yeah.
But he
the
kind of
last-
did good because he didn't eat any right away.
Yeah, the
but it
last
was
few
just
weeks,
so funny.
I would do good during the week and then just ruin it right on Friday and mess up my Saturday weigh-in. You know,
right.
so I'm glad about that.
So you did halfway good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing okay. I thought I was getting a cold, and I ate a lot more calories that particular day, like probably 1,800 calories. And then I lost the next day. I was like, wow, okay, maybe your body uses more calories when you have a cold. But then the next day, not so
going
lucky.
back up. Yeah.
And so I kind of did good at the beginning of the week and then not so good, but at least in the end I lost. If the weekend doesn't do me in, then hopefully I'm on a good pace.
Yeah.
I'm still averaging my 3 pounds a month. It's not the 10 pounds that I was looking forward to, but you know what? If I can continue with the 3 pounds a month,
So true.
you know, then that's what it is, and that's okay. And
yeah.
I mean, that's definitely not unsafe weight loss or anything, so I'm okay with that. But it was just funny with the cold. I'm like, I never noticed that. Like, you know, there's that saying, feed a cold, starve a fever. And I'm always, like, hungrier, and I'm hungrier for, like, pasta sauce, like spaghetti sauce.
Man.
And just, like, you get the certain cravings when you're getting a cold, and you want, like, I ate the Amy's No Chicken Noodle Soup, and I actually had that for breakfast one morning, the Amy's No Chicken Noodle Soup and an English muffin. But anyway, it was just so funny how, nope, the next day the scale's like, you know.
Nope, that's not how things work.
Yeah. But, and then the other thing, Glenn is so good with analogies. He makes me mad in a funny way, which means not really he's making me mad. He's not really making me mad. It's just that he's smart. But I'm like, well, you know, because I like to push my calories to the edge. You know,
maybe
as
I
you
could
guys
eat
know,
1,500.
yeah.
Maybe I could eat 1,600 and lose. Maybe I could eat 1,800 and still lose.
As you know, I'd love to stick to 1,200, and I don't. It's been more like, you know, with the cold thing, like 1,800.
Yeah.
2,000. Like, I'm really pushing it to the maximum.
Yeah. You want to lose, but then she wants to eat
I
want to
eat as much as possible and still lose a little bit. And so he brings up this analogy. He said, well, I wish I could remember exactly how he says stuff, but it's something like, well, yeah, if you're dangling your feet in a pool and you know there's a shark in there, maybe you won't get bit, but maybe you will, you know, and he said it a lot better. Yeah, you know? Keep putting your feet in the water. See
you haven't gotten
bit
yet.
So it's like, oh, gosh, he's right. Like, eventually the scale's gonna, eventually, you know, the shark's gonna bite your feet.
Yeah, you keep putting it in there.
It's gonna not be too long, and the shark's gonna bite your feet. So you really shouldn't keep, I really shouldn't keep at 1,800 calories, or pretty soon the scale's gonna start going up. And I hope it's not next week. And I hope it's not next week, because it's the end of the month and it's almost my birthday, and I will really be bummed.
I know.
So I need to be better.
I need to get back on track really quick, because, you know, the end of the month is Wednesday. And, you know, it's like, oh, I eat bad on the Wednesday, and then I usually have all week to try to get back down to a low weight. And now I got to be back to a low weight on Wednesday.
And I'm pulling a U this weekend. I'm eating a lot.
She's back to her eating a lot of calories in the morning, and then wanting stuff later in the afternoon, which makes it really difficult in my
well,
opinion.
I kind of get like a baby when I think I really was going to get a cold, but luckily I nipped it in the bud. No, I really could tell.
I think I was.
My glands were swollen. My throat started getting sore. Someone had a cold last week at work. My job, it's just, there's people with colds all the time.
I know.
But
anyways, we both did well. There's things
overall,
to improve on.
Yeah.
I know I have to work on my hoarding tendencies, as it's food and just.
Not the hoarding, just the eating.
Yeah. Anyways, things to work on. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let us know how you're doing on your journey. Let everyone know, we're all here together. So, see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you for your support.
All right, see ya.